What up, y'all, and welcome back to another hair video where I do something crazy to my hair and I have no idea what I'm doing. Before we get started, let me answer all the questions I know you have, such as, didn't you just drop a hair video? What's going on with your look? Like, what do you look like that? And where the heck are ya? Great questions. First of all, I cut my hair a couple months ago and I just have terrible time management skills, so I dropped it recently, but a lot of time has passed since then, so cut me a break. Number 2. So what am I going to do today? Oh my goodness, I'm actually so excited. I am going to color my hair. Rather, I am going to bleach it. So I'm going to remove the color in order to get an ombre effect. And so, of course, whenever you bleach your hair, you want to make sure you wear trash clothes that don't matter that get bleached. And so a plain white tee, well, good music is terrible fashion, but great for bleaching. And my hair looks kind of trash too, because for the past couple months since I cut it, I've been doing this curly girl method to keep my hair nice and curly. But your hair can't be curly when you color it, and it also can't be washed recently, at least not within 24 hours, because bleach is very abrasive to your scalp, so you want to make sure you take care of yourself. Pro tip. Now I've brushed it, and I think my hair is just very confused, much like me most of the time. Number 3. Where am I? I'm actually back home, like my childhood home, and it's it's a moment because I grew up here, and so this was actually one of the only shirts that I have here, so it actually worked out really well. So let's talk about why I'm really here. Today, really soon, I am going to bleach my hair. In my last video, make sure you watch it if you haven't already, I definitely said, I don't really care what happens to my hair. I'm really lax because I was never allowed to cut it when I was young. While that is totally true, I'm actually low-key, high-key really nervous about coloring my hair. I wasn't allowed to cut my hair, but when I was 8, I gave my mom an ultimatum, which is always a really great idea, I said, listen, you can either cut my hair or you can dye it. So we dyed it. It wasn't extreme, it was red highlights, and my hair is really dark, so you could barely see it because we just layered on red on top of it. And then I thought it really turned my hair brown, and I was actually really upset, and so I vowed to never color my hair again. But I've thought a lot about this. I've held on to this decision for a whole 3 days. And I did my research for a whole 2 days. I watched a bunch of Brad Mondo videos, so I'm basically an expert now in bleaching and coloring my hair, right? I still have honestly, legitimately no idea what I'm doing. I'm not even joking. Through all the research that I've done, it's bleach and then toner and then color. There's a lot of little things, and balayage versus ombre, and balayage is just the technique of highlighting, while ombre is the style of fading dark to light. And low-key, I totally understand all of this, but high-key, I have no idea what's going on. So let's go and bleach my hair. Now for this episode of I have no idea what I'm doing, because I actually don't want to ruin my hair, I'm gonna call on the experts. Oma! Side note, that's Korean for mom. Why did I just call my mom by a Korean name when we're definitely Hispanic Italian? Well, shh, this is a secret, but we watch a lot of Korean dramas. My parents got me hooked on Korean dramas, so if you have suggestions for a good Korean drama, drop that down below in the comments, because I'm still on summer break and I have a lot of time. We continue. Help me please. So my mom, she's that do it all. Anything you can think of, she's probably done, and if she hasn't done it, she will do her research and do it really well. She is an artiste, no lie. So that's why I really entrust her with coloring my hair. Very grateful that she has agreed to help me today. I know I've been talking about my mom a lot, but don't think that my dad's left out in this process. He's incredibly important too, because he does wonderful things like prepare the morning coffee. We have set up our materials. I ventured into Walmart to get what I thought was going to be appropriate for this, which is Walmart's own like ombre kit. And then after looking through that and then looking through other hair dye kits that we just had stored because we're hoarders, we decided not to use the ombre kit because it doesn't come with the toner that I, of course, insist that we must have a toner because that's what all the videos and the WikiHows say. Low-key, I get what a toner is, but like, do you need a toner? I've been told yes. My mom thinks like it's not necessary. So instead we have this like chunky frost design, and like that's not what we're doing here, but we're just gonna use the materials because it has a toner in it and see how that goes. And now to introduce the very special person, the woman behind the paint, Ne Oma, Oma di Anyong.
Annyeong.
She is going to help me, her favorite child.
Yes.
Ah! Look, it's recorded. The world has seen it. Siblings.
I have 5 favorite childs.
That's new. She is going to help me today to do something drastic because just like my roommates, she is an enabler and doesn't tell me not to do things, but says, go for it.
Yes, go fighting.
Step number 1, read the instructions. Listen, y'all, I'm not joking. It's super important to read the instructions because it's different for every single brand. So like, read the instructions. Now we have thoroughly read the instructions. We have gloves on. Now we're going to mix the bleaching powder into a bowl. Then the developer cream, which is very important because it develops it.
Don't breathe there.
Do not breathe in.
This is bleach.
What is the consistency we are looking for? So it kind of looks like cottage cheese.
Yeah, but you don't want cottage cheese. You want a cream cheese.
Cream cheese, not cottage cheese. Very importante. That's a lot of work. This is more work than I thought. People never show how it's mixed.
Now we will put this one.
What is-
Frosting protective cream.
Because you want to make sure you protect. And you mix some more. Question for the masses. Does hair dye expire? Because we've had that hair dye for a while. And this is the consistency that we ended with. Cream cheese-like. Delicious. Do not eat. So we're moving on to the hair parting section, where you part your hair. I absolutely never wear my hair down the middle. But they say you're supposed to part your hair down the middle. So hopefully that looks good.
Se lo voy a totalizar de aquí para abajo. ¿Ok? De aquí para abajo.
Okay. We've chosen the saran wrap method.
Yeah.
That way we can easily see how the hair processes. It's happening.
Don't be nervous.
It's too late now. Ah! Blending, blending. This is insane. This is insane. This is crazy. This is crazy. Who lets me do things like this?
I don't know. It'll be longer here, shorter here.
It's an art style.
Orianita se veía bonita.
Oh, ahora piensa que es bonita. Antes
Sí.
no te gustaba.
No me impactó un poquito, dije. Pero después define un estilo.
How is it looking? We're going for the brush technique now. I don't want to see it.
Can you no? Hey, look.
Aww.
Aww. So it's working. This is what I wanted to see. Oh, it's inspired.
Let's experiment together.
Yes, that is what I'm trying to do. It will not kill you.
So we've been here like an hour and we just finished. So it's very important that we wash out the bleach that we initially applied, the first application, because I imagine that it's done processing. I'm like terrified to see it, but also super excited. It's gonna be fun. I washed my hair in layers essentially for a little bit, just to make sure that the oldest pieces, or the ones that were sitting there the longest, got washed first, and that the front was still able to be processed. And then I finally just took a shower, and I've been avoiding looking at myself. So here is time for the big reveal of what all my hair looks like after the first round of bleaching, because honestly, who knows? Oh my goodness. Who am I? So as you can see, it's pretty like yellow, like orangey. It's a little less orangey than what it looks like in the camera, but honestly, there are like patches, and that's what I'm kind of disappointed about. Like, it just didn't bleach as much as I wanted it to, or like lift color as evenly as I wanted to. So you can see that there are still dark ends. I don't know, I just wish it did a better job of actually bleaching the parts that were actually covered in bleach. One, is it because my hair is super dark? Or two, which is probably more likely, the kit that we use is like a year old. So like the question I asked earlier, does bleach expire? Like, can these things expire? Maybe, probably. So I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. I think maybe I'll tone it with the toner to get rid of the brassiness of it. Then I'll blow dry my hair, and hopefully it looks really, really cute. And if not, we're gonna bleach round 2. Okay, so I just blow dried my hair, and honestly, I don't know, I think I'm low-key freaking out. Again, it looks more blonde in real life than it does on camera. I think on camera it looks a little more coppery, a little more red. But this just looks weird. And also, I'm just really disappointed that a lot of the ends are not colored. Like, it's still dark, and that's like the opposite of the ombre effect. But mostly, I just want to make sure that the bottoms are all even and light. So we're gonna bleach it again. Round 2, here we go. And final reveal. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god! I'm like blind! So I definitely bleached the ends again with the actual ombre kit that we bought for doing this. So then I think the ends are definitely lighter and a lot more even, which is what I was going for. And we put this toner thing in it, but it wasn't supposed to change the color, and I don't know, I don't really care. I just have these cute little streaks, and I'm gonna pretend they're really cute and that I like them a lot. And also, oh my gosh, I'm blonde! But it's kind of cute, right? And I totally like curled my hair with a straightener, and like I'm low-key freaking out because in my periphery I keep seeing blonde, and that's not normal. And I'm just thinking though, like, who let me do this? I'm looking at you, Mom. Was this an impulsive decision? Yes, absolutely. It was so impulsive. I only sat with it for like 3 days. Who let me do this? But it's kind of cute though, right? I don't know. I think I like it. I like it. I think it looks, oh my gosh, I'm blind. It's good. I like it. I really like it. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, cool. Well, thanks so much for joining me on this arduous journey. Like, for real, it took the entire day. It was fun and exciting and just wild, like, I'm okay. And this is fine, and it's gonna be great. Thanks so much for being here for me for my, like, little freak out. Comment nice things, please, so I can make sure I don't regret everything. I regret nothing. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, please, so that I can feel validated about doing these kinds of things. And also, you know, maybe think a little longer about coloring your hair. But also, my mom did a great job, so no regrets. Okay, bye! For someone who has, like, no idea what they're doing, this actually kind of came out pretty great.